on frequency here. November 3 Alpha Hotel. This is Whiskey 2, Voice of America. Brian over here in Western New York.
Okay, yeah, I hear you. I'm looking at your station on QSC here. That's the Elvis station. I took vacation. I'm going to be back by the 2nd of December. So, yeah, we'll let you get here. I got some other things going on. Yeah, this is N3AH. I'll be clear.
Take care there, Paul. Enjoyed meeting you on frequency here. W2VOA, Western New York.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf Mike. Hola, Brian.
Oh, good morning. Good morning, Steve. There's Golf Mike in there. And I also heard a big signal coming out of another country. That's got to be DX. Good morning, Bill. WTB. In that order, I guess I'll grab Steve there. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, man. Belated Thanksgiving. Hope all is well there. I've been looking for you all morning. I've been chatting with the guys on Zello, saying, I know Brian's going to be lurking around there somewhere, and sure enough, there you are. So, yeah, I hope everything's going good, man. It's been a while, and hope you had a great Thanksgiving. And I know I was listening to, I couldn't hear the other station. Band's a little squirrely, a lot of QSB in there, but you're floating around anywhere pushing 20 over, so good copy. Let you go ahead and pick up was the other station Bill? I heard him in there too, but I don't know if he can hear me or not. So, yeah, nice to hear you, buddy. I don't know if you had a big shindig for Thanksgiving, and I hope it didn't drive you insane. Very quiet here, just the four of us, my mother and the three of us. So it was pretty mellow. Go ahead, man. K1 GMM. I'll be standing by here.
Yeah, stick around, Steve. I've got to tell you a short story about that. And you've got an anomaly going on, though. You've got some sort of an echo delay. It's very potent. You might want to check into that there, Steve. Bill. Good morning, Bill.
Yeah, Steve, I was wondering if that echo is on purpose or not. It kicks in a couple syllables after each, after while you're talking. Well, we're in the great white north here, Brian.
I know. We are too. We've got about, I'd say an inch and a half, But shoot, we don't even shovel that kind of snow.
Yeah, we're not having, we have enough to cover the ground here, but I might get the shovels out. I don't know. They're probably going to melt before I have to worry about it.
Hey, let me see if I can sort this out. I think I know what's going on. Had this happen before. Hang in there. See if I can get things figured out, you guys. Sorry about that.
It kind of sounds neat, but it's pretty much overkill. All right there, Steve. Yeah, let me know when you got it going there.
Check the dummy load here. Test.
Good morning from KW2Q, over.
Hey, how's this? Is this any better, Brian?
That, you've got it, yep. That's good there.
Okay, she was trying to loop. She's doing the loopy-doo on me. Got a very complex audio system running. It has my head completely scrambled. Doesn't take much to scramble the eggs, Brian. Go ahead, pick up 2Q there. Nice to hear everybody on here. Hopefully things are sorted. K1 GMM Steve up here in Vermont.
Yep, you sound good now, Steve. That works good for you.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yep, that's really good there, Steve. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, everybody sounds great here today. Holy cow. Roger Bill's in there, too.
Oh, hello, Bill. I didn't know you were here. Over.
Yeah, in the weeds lurking. That's the name of the game here. Yep, good to hear you.
Oh, John. Yeah, hopefully
We
it's
got
sorted.
a little bit of
You
snow
guys,
here. Not an inch and a half, but it's white.
let me know if everything sounds good on the stream. This is kind of a test
Well,
run
being white's a good thing, actually.
with Chiquita Banana. Hopefully it's
Well,
not too much of a mess.
I was talking to a friend of mine that lives about, I don't know, 10 miles away. And he got the white, and he also got freezing rain. I did not get the freezing rain. I'm happy with not getting that.
Yeah.
Hey, Rod, there's lots of winter left. You still got a chance to get it.
Yeah, we didn't get that much snow. I'm up here in southwestern Vermont, and they had a winter storm warning posted for up north, and I don't know how much they got, but here we got about half an inch on the valley floor, maybe an inch, and my mother got 10 inches about 25 miles south of me down in Arlington. Just weird, man. Really weird. She called. I didn't even bother to. I figured it rained down there the whole time, and I talked to her this morning. I'm like, oh man, I'm sorry. I should have called. And she says, no, the guy that plowed got me all cleared out and did all the shoveling for me. I was like, good Lord, it's just a mess. But nice to hear everybody. Everybody's got great signals this morning.
Holy cow. Yeah, I'm glad she's okay.
Yeah, she's 88, so she ain't gonna be doing any shoveling by herself. She probably would try, but you know how they get kind of. I'm already cranky, and I'm only 57, dude. I'm cranky. She's not really cranky. I hope I go the other direction. Whether I make it to 88, I seriously doubt it. But hey, it's fun to dream.
Yeah, you gotta follow her lead. So far, so good. I don't think I'm cranky.
What does your girlfriend say?
Well, she loves me, right?
Okay, she doesn't say you're cranky?
No.
Okay.
Okay, guys, got a little trivia for you on the stream. Not allowed to answer John or Glenn.
Okay, I think.
So I'm going to grab something. I'm going to hold it up to the camera. You tell me what these are, you guys.
Hey,
Anybody
Roger,
watching? Hold on.
I'm not being silly. Which one were you getting? The K4. Any luck on that?
You are listening to it. Over.
Who's that?
Oh, cool. Awesome, dude. Oh, that's awesome. I'm happy for you.
And
yeah, it was almost 2 years in the making, but I got it. And
who's
here
that?
it is.
You guys go ahead and answer.
How long have you had it?
Long enough to be long enough to realize I needed to do a firmware upgrade, and to do that, all you do is plug an Ethernet cable in the back of the radio and plug it into a router, and tell the radio that you want to check for updates, and it does. and it lays everything out on the screen for you. And if you want to update it, you just click update and sit back. And there was like 15 different firmware programs that it updated one at a time with bar graph and comments about the update was good, and 2 software updates. So that was the first order of business.
Yeah, so it's pretty fresh. Yeah, good deal. Yeah, you'll have fun playing.
Yeah, no SD card, no computer program. Everything is done in the radio, and basically you just bring up updates, tell it to bring in if there's anything new. You look at it, you tell it to update
Steve-O.
it, and sit back and watch. And when it's all done, it shuts the radio down, does a reset, starts the radio back up.
Hey, everybody say hello to Rick.
Yeah,
Tube
like
North.
a computer.
Tube North, K2GB. Good grief. He's the source. He's the guy that built that antenna launcher for me. Brilliant stuff, man. Killer.
The only thing I miss is I can't get my email on it.
Not yet.
Yeah, you're right. Not yet.
Is that the new Elecraft?
Great, read Charlie.
Nope, go ahead, Lee. You doubled with Roger.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. I was listening on my laptop until I come in here and so I somehow got a cold, I guess. But anyway, congratulations, Raj. You're sounding great.
Hey, Roger.
Very much, Lee. I appreciate the comment.
Roger, are you on the new Elecraft? Is that a K4? Did I hear you say that?
That is correct.
Oh, man, dude. That is creamy. Congratulations. And that thing sounds dynamite, dude.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate the comment. What's in his throat? My learning curve has just started.
What's in your throat?
K1GMM, K2GB, Mobile.
What's going on, Rickster? I'm pushing the stream, you guys, so it's up on YouTube. Roger, you want to hear the way that thing sounds? I'm on console. I don't know how wide you are. I can pull it out as wide as I need. I'm at 3.6, listening from 20 to 3600. Roger, so you'll see the stream once it's rendered on my YouTube channel. You can go in and check it out. Really nice. Rick, happy belated Thanksgiving. Rick's an old friend of mine from on the other side of the mountain, from Eastern New York. So K2GB Mobile. Hope all is well, buddy. Yeah, he checked into the stream, and a good signal coming in out of the mobile. Go ahead, back to you, Rick. I'll push it over to you and see if everybody can pick you up there. And Brian, you're kind of the ringleader. I think this is your frequency, so I don't want to step on anybody. Go ahead, Rick. K2GB, K1GMM. Okay. Yeah, I saw you check in and my eyes kind of popped out. I was like, hey, yeah, good to see you. Go ahead, Brian. Can you hear Rick?
Yeah, hello there, Rick. This is Brian, W2VOA up in Medina, New York. Dead center between Buffalo and Rochester. And, yeah, good morning. Yeah, you're doing a fine job this way. Yeah, buddy. Yep. Good old ham stick. And what's the rig there? Yeah, what radio are you on? Oh man, that's a great radio. I missed mine. Okay. Yep, W2VOA.
K2RKB.
Hello, Rich.
Gone to you,
Yeah, I heard
weirdo.
Steve in there. I'm going to say happy Thanksgiving to you there, buddy.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving there, Rich. Same all the way around. Yeah, blowing the doors off in here as usual, man. And happy Sunday. Woohoo!
Yeah, just running, just radio. No amp, just the radio.
Which rig are you on, Steve?
I'm on the 7300.
Ah, she sounds sweet. You make that thing purr.
You still have that other amp, Steve?
The only amp I've had is the old AL80A, and she's idling at about 400 right now. Just help with the QSB. Yeah, just the old AL80A, the old getting old, original tube, still does full boat, but at some point she's going to become a paperweight, so we'll see on that.
I thought you had a couple solid state.
Oh gosh, no, dude, I'm too stupid to run a solid state. I'll cook that thing. I will. I'll make a mess out of that. One of those. I need an old forgiving valve.
Okay, I must be thinking of somebody else. Maybe Chris. I think he had the 2.5, the big one, and then he had that 1K.
W1.
Okay, I'm going to clear out. Everybody have a good one. Maybe I'll catch you from the mobile. K2RKB.
All right there, Rich. 73 for the moment. Catch you later there. W2VOA.
Okay, thanks.
This is W1RJT Romeo Juliet Tango. This is Rick from Lowell calling you for a radio check.
Somebody calling for a radio check. You're a little bit in and out on me. I don't know if anybody else has got you a little stronger.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, this is Rick from Lowell. It's just on about 5 minutes, 11:54 noon time. Just before noon here in Lowell, Massachusetts. I've been listening to the QSO before I broke in. And I'm at a friend's house, and I'm running his brand new 7300 rig. I'm an old-timer type rig runner, and this one's a new one. I'm getting used to all the menus and the touch screens, but it's a 7300, and it seems to be really nice and quiet. Over.
Okay, very good. I'm glad you're liking that radio. Your signal here is very light. You're about an S5 up here in Toronto, and your audio is quite thin sounding. It's probably your microphone. I'm not too sure how your settings are, but you're transmitting okay as far as I can hear. I don't know if anyone else, no one else picked you up, so I don't know if anyone else is hearing you. But if anyone else is hearing you, I'm sure they get back to you. This is BA3WTB Bill up in Toronto.
Yeah, I got you in here out of Lowell. Give me your call sign again. Name is Steve up here in Vermont, just north of Manchester. Give me your call. You're about an S9 in here, over.
Yes, the call is W1RJT Romeo Juliet Tango, and the call is Rick from Lowell.
Got you, Rick. Yep, S9 coming in here into southwest Vermont. Boy, that's a little tight for 40. Band is a little weird this morning. I was listening to some other stations pretty close to me. Usually I get down, Long Island, Pennsylvania, that area, and that's pretty much tried and true. Work that on a wet piece of string. But Lowell, that's not too far away from me. 60 air miles, maybe? Something like that. I have to look on the map. Lowell, no, you're out towards Boston, so that's a little bit further. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I just looked up on Log4OM, and I think you're just northwest of Boston, correct?
That is correct. About 30 miles. Just north, a little bit west of Boston.
Okay, very good. Nice to meet you, Rick. Again, name is Steve. Call us Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Nice to hear you. I'll drop it and push it around the horn here. W1RJT K1GMM.
KB2UKA.
Uh-oh. What's going on, Douglas?
W1RJT, we're going to scan the band.
What's up, Steve? I want to make sure I'm not interrupting anyone here. Am I doubling?
No, you're not doubling. And there's a group in here. Bill, I think he's up in Ontario. Do I have that right? And there's Brian out near. I think you're still out close to Medina, right, Brian? And I think Rick out of Lowell, Mass, just cleared. Good to hear you, man. Happy Thanksgiving. And put it back down to you, and then Brian, you should be able to hear Doug. No problem. Nice to hear you, man. Hope all is well. Over.
Yes, Steve. Everything's good here. You're sounding great. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family as well. 40's being weird this morning. I was on earlier. It was really, really stretched out, and seems to be kind of mid-range now. For you to be 5'9" here, it's short and like middle. But you're sounding good. Brian, I think Steve said Massachusetts. I'm not sure. Do you copy? Over.
Oh, yeah, sure do. You got a big signal coming in.
My
I'm
goodness.
in western New York, actually.
Man, Brian is blasting in here. Jeez.
In between Buffalo and Rochester, just off of Lake Ontario. Over here, Doug, and out here in the Amish country in the cornfields. Go ahead. W2VOA.
W2BOA. All right, Brian. I think we've spoken before. I just turned everything on in W2BOA. Let's see. Sounds very familiar. No, I don't want to update that. W2BOA. I think I got that wrong, Brian. What is it?
W2, Voice of America.
Victor. I thought it was Bravo. Yep. Oh, yeah. We've spoken once before. Just last month on 222. So good to hear you again. Yeah, you're booming in here. You're 10 over. 10 over. Very nice audio.
Yeah, I thought so. You sounded really familiar there, Doug. So, good to bump into you again here. And
I got some buffering issues. Sorry, guys.
And, we can't complain, man. The only complaint I have is I have to go back to work tomorrow.
Let me stop console, restart, see if this is what I found with...
Yeah, good to hear you there, Doug.
Chiquita Banana. Yeah, it's a real pain in the ass.
I like having 4 days off. I'll be in the office around 6:30 tomorrow. But we slow down this time of the year. So got about another 2 weeks of a push, and then I'll be off probably Christmas Eve till the New Year, and recharge and get ready for what 2022 brings in store, Brian. Who knows? Could be anything. Could be anything at this point. Over.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy world, man. Everything's all messed up. But,
What?
Yeah, ham radio's still good. All right. Hey, Roger and Bill are out there too. I want to get them guys in the mix. Where'd you go?
Well, the one thing we do know is in the new year we'll have a new variant around, so that's something to really look forward to, I'm sure. Not much more to report here, Brian. Good grouping here this morning. People coming in from all over the place. That's interesting to see how the propagation is working. You're hanging in there really good too, by the way, being so close.
Okay, I'm going to switch over. Hang on, guys. See if I can straighten this out. It's a real problem. I have a real problem with this happening.
Yeah, up on a KW2Q. You know, Roger?
I sent him down here. He was checking in with me on 5.5, and I sent him down here.
Hey, good afternoon, Dave.
Okay, that should have straightened it out, you
how are you
guys.
boys today?
Very good.
Hey, Roger, did you come down here?
I still got bedhead.
AW2Q. Yeah, I'm sure he'd see us on the scope of his 7610.
No, he's on the K4.
Oh, he got the K4.
How are you hearing me in Germany?
A couple hours ago.
Gunter, are you actually
How
hearing
about
me in
that?
Germany?
Oh, I bet he's excited as can be. Christmas came early.
I got to verify this. DK50NV, you can't hear me on
Well, shoot. Wonder where he went.
You can't actually hear me in Germany on 40 meters right now, can you? There's no way.
Tom was.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I agree.
But you're not on your peanut whistle today, are you, man?
No, I'm on the Yaesu FTDX10 here today. Yeah, no, that's I'm downstairs today.
All right, well, I'm going to go see if I can find Roger. I want to hear that radio.
I didn't catch the call of the gentleman looking for Roger. How you doing? Good morning. This is Doug, KB2 UKA. You're 15 over into Long Island. Sounding great.
Okay, very good, Doug. This is WA3GIN Dave in King George, Virginia.
Yeah, Dave. Let's see. Yeah, we've spoken before. August of this year, one time. So good to hear you in there again. You're sounding great.
Thank you. Appreciate that report. And you are also sounding very strong here, plus 15.
Yeah, 30 over into Vermont.
Wow. Well, you know, I went a little crazy over the last month. I added another 30 or so radials to this vertical. So we're at 125 65-foot radials. And it lowered the impedance to the point where I couldn't tune it on 80 when I was around 80 radials. And then just adding more brought the impedance back up oddly. And now I get a full tune of all across 80.
Oh, that's interesting. But you're using a matching transformer at the base, right?
Yeah, it's a legal limit tuner.
Oh, okay. You're doing it that way. All right. Fine business. Yeah, it's radios are interesting. I've played with them. I started with 4 on the ground, and the impedance was pretty high. Actually, it was 52 ohms with 4 radials, and then the more I added, the lower the impedance and the higher the SWR, and I just kept adding them until it stopped changing, and that was at that point.
Yeah, so when I originally put the antenna up, I think I started with 25, and I was close to 50 everywhere. And then when it's just weird. When I breached about 75, 80, the impedance was still pretty good everywhere but 80. At 80 at the feed point, it dropped to 20. And then I got it back up to around 40 when I got to 125, and the tuner was happy there.
Yeah, interesting. This was a monobander for 40 meters, so I didn't have that. I didn't have that experience because it was just I just set it up for 40. But they do a nice job. You should be very loud into Europe.
Yeah, it works. It works really well, pretty much here through 15 meters. It's gangbusters into Europe. And 80, it's still low angle takeoff pattern. So I can work some distance on 80. I'm not an extra yet. I've been licensed for 30 years. I'm going to take the extra December 11th. So I really haven't had an opportunity to try DX on 80. But hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll give it a shot.
Well, good for you. Good luck. The extra class license is easy compared to the advanced class. And probably as easy as the general. You should do fine.
Yeah, I've been testing every night. I'm sure it'll be all right. It'll be all right. And it's not a big deal. I waited 30 years. If I got to wait 30 years and an extra couple of weeks, I think I'll be all right.
Yep, absolutely. All right, boys. I'm going to see if I can find where Roger went. 7-3.
Oh, where did Roger go?
Good morning. Good afternoon, Terry.
Yeah, I got late here. I had to deal with other stuff.
There's Terry.
Ah, there's Brian. He don't sound like he's on the radio today.
No, you like the Yaesu, huh?
Oh, I like the ICOM.
Okay.
Yeah, the ICOM is really a better sounding radio.
Yeah, I'll run upstairs.
Cut that out.
Mike Montreal QRP.
No, you got to understand, Steve. It's an ICOM 725, and it's like 2.1 a bandpass filter.
Oh, it's like talking into a beer can, right? Yeah, it's one of those. I have an interesting one for everybody. Uncle Gunter chimed in on the stream, and he said he can hear me in Germany right now. They have AM broadcast coming in, but he's hearing stateside. You want to, and I'm pointed southwest on the 2-element loops. So you guys figure that one out. There's a good one for you.
Holy cow, that's pretty wild. That is
very
wild
interesting.
there, Steve, no doubt about it.
Yeah, is that a freak show or what? K1GMM.
This early in the day, too.
Yeah, I think he said, let me go back in the chat. I thought he said I was about a 5'8". I have to scroll the chat up. No, that was Rick. Nope. Yeah, weird. Just all weird. Band is definitely weird. Anyways, go ahead, you guys. That's pretty funny, Brian, by the way. And good morning, Terry. Happy Thanksgiving, if you can hear me. K1GMM.
All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. My daughter's got a show. I got to bring her to the theater. Good to hear all of you this morning. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year. Take care.
Yeah, Brian, I looked up your alignment on the
7-3, Doug.
They use,
See you, Doug.
what was it now?
Later, guys.
1 millivolt at 1500 hertz with the mic gain completely at 100% wide open should give you 50 watts of output when 4 inductors and 1 resistor are adjusted in that radio. AB2 unit.
Yeah, QSL Yeah, the manual, the manual actually has all the adjustments on it.
Oh, I didn't look in the owner's manual. I looked in the service manual.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Back in the day, they gave you all that information. But pretty sure that was the owner's manual. Yeah, I downloaded it anyway. But yeah, I like that radio, man. It's just too bad the audio is so thin and hollow.
Well, that was the bandwidth of the day back then. People couldn't run 4 wide.
Yeah, I still use it, you know. It works. Maybe it'll find a place in my car someday. I'll have to buy another FTDX10 to put upstairs.
Well, you should have had. You should have kept your other ICOM.
Yeah, those are good sounding rigs too.
What?
Bill, I should have kept it.
Hey, what do you want for Christmas? Anybody got anything on their Christmas wish list besides their 2 front teeth?
Yeah, just a 101D.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, Brian, I was reading some conflicting information about the Yaesu 101 and the 10. Can you shut off the Alpha Mike Charlie feature in the radio, or is it always on?
I believe, I'm not sure. I'd have to go in the menu and look.
Because I saw a supplement online from Yaesu about that supposedly they made it that you can't turn it off. But then again, I don't know how recent the supplement was, and there might have been a firmware upgrade or something since then.
Yeah, no, it looks like you cannot turn that off. You can adjust the release time on it, but it doesn't look like you can turn that off at all.
Well, they're the only manufacturer out there. Other than I don't know what Elecraft is up to. I was reading the K4, and it mentioned something about turning the ALC off in the menu, but there is an ALC meter, and you're supposed to adjust it between 5 and 7 bars on voice peaks. So that's kind of weird, confusing to me. Why adjust something if it's not doing anything?
Right.
I guess Roger will have to figure that one out.
But honest to God, though, I love this 10, dude. But I'd accept a 101D or an MP.
Yeah, that thing, Brian, sounds really good. Whatever you got going on there, it's really nice, man. I got such a good armchair copy on you. I could sit there and listen to that all day and all night.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, you sound good too there, brother. No doubt about it. And yeah. I don't know, I kind of been toying with the idea of getting another rig, but it's like, well, in this price class, okay, about $1,500, what can you do? You can't do. I don't think I could do better than this rig,
Hey, how's the DSP, the noise reduction systems on that compared to the 101? Is it basically the same radio, but the baby brother? Because that 101 is no slouch. As far as from what I've seen, I remember watching a video on it, pulling weak signals out of the mud. I mean, that thing was amazing.
Yeah, they're pretty much identical in all regards, but the 101 does have the VC tune, which is pretty nice. That's a pretty nice feature, you know.
Yeah, Bill, what are you running up there? You always sound good. I hear you in here, and I can always tell it's you right away. What are you running? Are you on an SDR or a more conventional rig?
Yeah, I'm on the Flex 6500 here. Yeah, my microphone is an Audio-Technica BPHS1 broadcasting headset using an ACOM 1000 amplifier. Over.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you switch out microphones, or do you always use that headset? Is that pretty much what you're always running?
Actually, I wasn't telling you the truth. I forgot. I'm actually on the old vintage Flex 3000 radio that I have sitting around here on Power SDR. My real radio here is the Flex 6500, and I don't have that running right now. Yeah, this headset is what I use pretty much predominantly on everything I operate.
Okay. Yeah, I've been tempted. I'd like to find another one around. I don't want to go down this rabbit hole because there's a lot of people in here, but I used to have an AKG, what's called an AKG C410. I don't know if you ever saw those. They are as close to a full-blown large diaphragm studio condenser you'll ever find in a headset. They don't make them anymore. You can get them cheap used. They do require phantom power, and boy, they are a killer headset. Used to use it on drums live for vocal work and stuff like that. Very good rejection, but I mean, the frequency response on those is like 20 to 18K or something, and it is a blasting headset. You wouldn't know if you heard that. You wouldn't know if you'd think they were on a large diaphragm studio condenser. Great headset, and they're feather light. I've been wanting to grab one of those because I'm kind of a headset freak. I like headsets. Doesn't matter. You can turn your head, you can do whatever. Shoot, man, I can kick back. I could put a lazy boy right here at the station, kick back in the chair, and have really good audio on a headset, which is kind of they're tough getting one to compete with a large diaphragm, but that's one that will. People will have a hard time discerning between the two. I think they were around $400 maybe new at the time. They're old. We're talking back in the 90s, maybe late 90s. But they're around. You can find them around. And I think AKG probably has a new one, but I haven't looked. K1GMM.
Yeah, well, to me, headsets is pretty well the only way to go. I have another a desk mic here, which is a studio mic. And the problem with that is it's not good for ham radio. Its design is to pick up all the ambience in the room that you're recording in. So for the ham radio, it's no good at all. So I don't use that here. The headset, I've had a few different headsets. I stumbled on this one. Roger actually told me about this headset. The advantages this one has is that it's 20 to 20,000 response on the microphone. And it's very rugged because it's a commercial headset. This is the same headset you're going to see in NFL games along the sidelines, and a lot of TV broadcast studios will have these microphones as well. These headsets are very rugged. The cable that connects to the headphone is detachable, so you can buy a new cable for it. And it's terminated as an XLR connector, which is really nice because it connects directly into my 4-channel mixer for the XLR input on the Flex 6500. And so I've had this one here for, I guess, a couple of years now. and it's quite comfortable as well. So I think I've stumbled on something I like. I've had a couple other headsets that I've had for a couple of years, and they wore out. Either the cable started shorting, or something strange was going on those things, and they didn't last that long. The way this one's built, I think it's going to last me quite a long time. It's just a rugged headset. A VA3W TB.
And that one's dynamic, right, Bill?
This one, I believe, yeah.
That would be really convenient. I've got to build a head mount for this RE27.
Yeah, I'd like to see that, Brian.
Yeah, let's go for that, Brian.
Probably get a sore neck, right?
With that little icon you have, you got to get an RE27 on it or something.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, I've almost lost Brian completely, but then, we're like 50 miles apart.
Bill went down to nothing. The band is doing something here.
Yeah, you're still strong in here. Yeah, this band is this is a mess. That's pretty funny. Yeah, both of you are still coming in, but yeah, it was kind of like what was his name? Rick that came in from Lowell, Mass. He's just a hop. He's right over the border practically from me. I would say he's probably 70 air miles, maybe 80 from me, and he was an S9, sometimes bumping into the red. So that's kind of the same situation you guys were probably seeing, and now it's shifting around. What is he saying? Glenn just chimed into the stream. K4GHC. He's in Alabama. He said, "I'm making it down there, but bands are falling apart down there as well."
Well, I'm hearing Terry today, not too bad, so that's saying something.
Yeah, that's saying something.
Hey, Terry, refresh my memory. There's you and Roger. I thought Roger was over on the other side of the mountain from me, over in New York State. Where are you at, or do I have you two backwards?
Well, you're confused by my call sign. I'm in North Carolina. I am on the Kings Mountain, but it's not a mountain where I live. But yeah, Kings Mountain, North Carolina. AB2U.
Yeah, that's Roger that's on the other side there.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, so I do have that right. I thought you were down south, Terry. See, I can't hear Roger. That's why I was so confused. I was like, is that Roger? That's right. He's literally right over the other side of the mountain in eastern New York State from me. I should not be hearing him, and I had him in here no problem. So yeah, that's weird. And yet they're hearing us. They're hearing stateside over in Germany. They were hearing us about 45 minutes ago, up above 7,200, and AM broadcast was starting to wipe them out. So yeah, figured that one out. All right, I'm going to take a standby here. You guys keep going. Keep going. I'm just going to sit here. I got a couple things I need to do. Nice hearing everybody. I'll be in here for probably another 10, 15 minutes. K1 GMM up here in the ditch in Vermont.
Yeah, I'm glad you popped in here today, Steve. Good to hear you, man. No doubt about it. I hope you guys had a nice Thanksgiving as well. And yeah, Roger's over near the Scroon River. Scroon River, I think it's called. If you're familiar with that, he's right along that river there. W2 VOA.
Hey, is that? I take it that's the river that flows out of Scroon Lake. I've been to Scroon Lake before.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, no kidding. Oh yeah, he's not far from me. Oh, that's funny, man. All right. Yeah, thanks, Brian. You too. And same to everybody. Hopefully I catch you all before the holidays. I'm going to take a standby here, and I'll probably have to... What time is it? Haven't heard... she's going to be stomping on the floor in about 4 minutes. We do lunch at 12:30, so I got to get out of here. 7-3 all around. We'll catch you later. Nice to hear everyone. And Terry, you take care down there as well. I heard Rick pop back in, K2GB down in Virginia. So 7-3, you guys. You take care. Bill, nice to hear you as well. K1 GMM.
Hey, you got to go if you know what's good for you.
Yeah, you too, Rick. Thanks.
Yeah, I got to pick this phone call up. 73. I'll be right back, though. W2VOA.
Yeah, Roger was supposed to get back to this frequency. He never got back, Terry.
What did he do? Take off with somebody else to have a side QSO?
He went in and checked in with Dave earlier. Dave said he'd meet him down here, but Roger never got here. So.
All right, you guys have a super fun afternoon. I'm going to run upstairs and get some lunch. I'm going to close the stream down, and we'll see y'all later. Boy, it's nice seeing everybody in here. Whole group of people. And y'all take care. This is kind of I'm kind of fussing with some things, so I didn't know if the stream would run or not. A lot to keep track of, a lot of changes. Trying to get multiple radios all running all at once. And trying to take any variables out of the equation. So looks like my scene switcher has stopped. So I'll see y'all later. Behave or don't.